Hey, this is Steven Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum vs. NXT. This is from April 13th, 2021, and I can describe this episode of NXT in one word, and that is fun. What a fun fucking show this was. Just great moments, fun things. They really captured the spirit of what a post-Wrestlemania show is supposed to be, which Raw, they got their second highest rating of the year, but boy, that show fucking blew. But this one, the opposite. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop when they had all three of the women's champions in the ring together, but they just gave us this great old picture of them when they were all in NXT training together, juxtaposed with them standing in the ring together, and that's the screenshot I chose to put with this audio. And then the main event was fun. It was something that you would see in Impact Wrestling, strangely enough, since they've taken over Tuesday from Impact, which is now moved to Thursday, making it so I don't get a fucking day off from watching wrestling, but that is what it is. But it's really the best of those kind of matches that they could put on. A mixed tag that actually had some goofy storyline stuff going on, but played to the hilt, and a great finish. And they made the babyface tag champs, the women tag champs, look great. Really enjoyed the show in a thorough kind of like, let's have fun kind of way. Kudos to NXT. I hope the ratings reflect putting on a show like this. So it's the first NXT episode on Tuesday nights. We're in Orlando, Florida at the Capitol Wrestling Center, better known as the Performance Center. We go right to the ring. We got NXT champion Karrion Kross with Scarlett to kick off the Takeover Stand and Deliver edition of the show, man. This is what it should be. You're the fucking new champ. You make the appearance. They're not already throwing you into a bunch of bullshit. They're letting you enjoy your moment. And that was what this NXT was about, is really people enjoying the moment. They pose. Vic Joseph welcomes NXT on Tuesdays. He's there with Wade Barrett and Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. Kross takes the mic, says time has come full circle. You deserve it. Chant rings out. Kross goes on about Baylor finding success everywhere he's went, so he's putting it over. And then Kross says, unfortunately, Balor thought Kross's emotion were weakness. And Kross can control them, though, and he controls everything. Kross is in command of NXT. When you're at the top, there's no one else to go but down, but that's a complete and total lie, because no one's going to out-train, out-grind, or wrestle him. Very NXT kind of champ kind of speech, if I'm being honest. He raises his title, and there's no bullshit interruption. It's so nice that NXT avoids those tropes. I mean, Raw, you can't have a promo or an interview without somebody interrupting it, and just angle alert, always have to set up an angle. Sometimes it's nice to just let people have their fucking moments. That's the theme of tonight, is letting people have their moments and fun. So they're hyping that Raquel Gonzalez is going to make an appearance tonight. And they're going to have exclusive footage from the unsanctioned match between Adam Cole and the winner, Kyle O'Reilly. We got an NXT Tag Team title match, Killian Dane and Drake Maverick against MSK. MSK with just a really fun exhibition here. They win, of course, and it's just about these new champs looking great and doing their spots, and they get it in. Dane is checking on Drake when Alexander Wolf enters the ring. So we go first attempt at angling here. Marcel Barthel and Fabian attack Dane from behind as the fans boo them. They double team Dane, laying him out in the middle of the ring. Imperium then does their signature pose in the middle of the ring, standing over Dane as the music hits. There's no sign of NXT UK champion Walter as he's returned to the UK. We see footage from earlier today of Aaliyah and Robert Stone talking about the NXT Women's Tag titles. Mercedes Martinez walks up and wants the rest of her money. She grabs Aaliyah by the throat and chokes her, which is ludicrous. And Jessie Camilla interrupts and makes the save. Camilla and Martinez face off in the hallway. Martinez asks her if she wants to step up to her. Camilla says she does. She wants to step on her, not up to her. And she says, maybe I'm going to see you later tonight. Nice. And again, they're going to have to use a lot of this show to promote the other part of the show. But they're not using the entire show for that purpose, which I appreciate. We're going to have the look at the unsanctioned match from TakeOver. We go back from the break and we see footage earlier of Roderick Strong and his wife arriving to the building. They give us a look at Kyle O'Reilly defeating Adam Cole. They show post-show footage of both of them being loaded onto stretchers. We see Cole yelling at O'Reilly as they're rolled into a local medical facility side by side. Very Rocky II beginning. Mercedes Martinez against Jessie Camilla. Boy, Mercedes Martinez beats the shit out of her, and it's great. She stands tall. She chases Stone and Alia around the ring, and she grabs Stone by the barrier by his throat, and she pulls the money out of his coat and knocks him down. And then she says she's going to come from Raquel Gonzalez to the announcer's table. Good stuff. Mackenzie Mitchell is backstage with The Way. They're talking about the match that they're going to have later on tonight between them, Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart, Dexter Lumis, right? And I forget the name of the other guy. I should remember since he's the one who ultimately wins it. But that's super cool. We see Legado del Fantasma walking backstage, and we go to commercial. I hate that transition, but they're only going to do it once, so I don't mind as much. We see Isaiah Swerve Scott in the recording studio again, and he's getting sick of Leon Ruff, and they're going to finish him tonight. Okay, we have Kushida against Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar is there with Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza, and he's bragging. He's the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight title holder since he beat the UK version. So he's got sort of an open challenge with Kushida, and they surprise us here. Kushida gets the pin out of nowhere as they exchange different pins, and he's the new Cruiserweight champion. Kushida is shocked. I almost used this picture. If they didn't have the one with the women's champions, that was a little better. He's celebrating. Escobar's furious. Fans chant Kushida's name, and he poses in the smoke on the stage. Wow. Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher are backstage. Ciampa talks about the recent tests they've been through. They didn't win every play, but he thinks they passed every test, and they're a stronger unit. And they're ready to face a new NXT in the new landscape. See, this is what post-WrestleMania is supposed to be. Great job, NXT. That just says there's a new NXT champion and a new NXT tag champions, which path to choose. And they're going to finish what they started. Ciampa warns MSK that they're coming. Great shit. Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai are walking backstage. Back from the break, Regal approaches Kushida in the trainer's room, congratulating him. Jordan Devlin interrupts. He congratulates Kushida, but there's some tension there. Devlin knocks Santos Escobar and says the gods are looking over Kushida because he's going back home for a bit, but he will see Kushida for the title in the future. Okay. Back to the ring, Dakota Kai is a mic. She introduces the new NXT Women's Champion, and out comes Raquel Gonzalez to a pop. She gets the "You Deserve It" chant. She gives respect to Io Shirai. And then Frankie Monet makes her debut. This part is pretty weak. She's got the dog. She says that it's her division, all that kind of stuff. She leaves, thank God. Raquel raises her title in the air, and then out comes Rhea Ripley to a big pop, and then comes Bianca Belair, and we get the great moment with the three of them together. It's really fucking awesome. Pete Dunne is backstage talking about how he out-wrestled Kushida at TakeOver, proving he's the best technical wrestler, and he challenges anyone from any brand to step up to him. He wants championship gold in NXT. Makes sense to me. Commercial. We come back. Get a video package with various people praising Sarray, the former Sarii from Japan, including William Regal praises her. Mackenzie Mitchell stops Regal backstage now. He praises Sarray some more. What he's going to bring to the world's best women's division. They're really pushing that we have the world's best women's division. I think that's a good idea and cool and probably true. Let me see something here. Boop. We got Leon Ruff against Isaiah Swerve Scott. It's a good match. It provides the bulk of the center here. Isaiah Swerve Scott wins with the kind of, he does like a Michinoku driver kind of move. And it's a good conclusion to that thing, actually. Mackenzie's backstage with Zoe Stark, but they're getting a lot of work done here on this NXT while keeping it fun and resetting everything. She's got her eyes on the ultimate goal, the NXT Women's title. Mercedes Martinez interrupts and says nobody's wasting their time on a nobody because she's next in line, not some rookie. Stark says, we'll see about that. Oh, nice. We got our 8-person main event. We go to commercial. We come back and we get this great vignette with Walter talking about how Imperium's going to do their thing and how Walter's dominant and how they're going to save wrestling and the mat is sacred. It's fucking great. So good. Mackenzie's backstage with Isaiah Swerve Scott, asking if the feud with Leon Ruff is done. He said he just made a statement, but then Ruff attacks him out of nowhere and destroys Scott. Ruff says it's not over. Okay. The Way versus Bronson Reed, that's who it is. Dexter Lumis, Ember Moon, and Shotzi Blackheart. Really fun, dumb stuff with Indy Hartwell trying to seduce and get Dexter Lumis out of there, and that happens. The Way, by the way, looked great with matching gear. At the end of the day, the Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon kind of double team Austin Theory, make that happen, and Gargano gets decked as well. All kinds of great stuff happens. Shotzi comes over at the end, gets Lorraine on her shoulder, slamming her on top of Theory. And then Reed hits the tsunami, which is this big splash off the top to get the pin to win. And it's just a lot of fucking fun. Great job. Home run. My favorite NXT show that they've had on Tuesday. Because it's their first one, but they're off to a great start. This has been Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus NXT.